your girl Ajavion, and let me turn a little bit. So today I am back live. Now I know my usual days is like Wednesdays and Sundays and stuff like that, but I had like doctor's appointments and stuff that came up. Had some just stuff I had to do that I couldn't really get on live for, but I am back in effect, and I'm good, staying positive, been resting and stuff. Because you have to when you got lupus, and you should just rest, period, though. So I was prioritizing rest, and but after today, I'm gonna be back Sunday, and then I'm gonna come back again Wednesday. So how is everybody's week? And what's one good thing that happened this week for y'all? So for me, my week, I won't count it as a bad thing. I'll count it as, I don't know, just a more heavier week than usual. But it wasn't super duper bad. Yeah, I won't consider it bad. I think, like my doctor's appointment, I obviously had to go to that. And then some other stuff that had happened, needed to have happened, I think. And just, I don't know. But it wasn't that bad, though. So it was a decent week, I guess. Tomorrow will be even better day, is what I'm focusing on. And then after this live, I'm probably going to meditate or something. Keep my energy high, keep my motivation high and stuff, you know. Hopefully you guys are doing the same thing. And I really would love to know how y'all week went. Also, too, what are y'all doing tonight? So for me, after I get off live, I'm going to go, like I said, meditate. And I don't know if any of you guys are like Sims players or anything like that, but I am. And I bought the new royalty pack for Sims 4. It's actually pretty fun so far. I made like this like really beautiful African family on there. And they made like a new dynasty on there. And I'm working on having him become the king of the world. I think it's called Omardion or something like that. But I don't know. It's a really nice world. I love how the buildings and stuff is, and architecture. The clothes is everything, because for a long time Sims like didn't have like a lot of black representation, like far as hair, clothes, nails. It was just lacking, you know, on Sims. And finally, with this new pack, I think it's called Royal Dynasty or something like that, it's finally having a lot of different hairstyles that, you know, people can relate to, different clothes, all type of stuff. And also, too, it's like a bunch of different skills on there now, too, like swordmanship that they have on the new Sims pack. Hey, Joey, thanks for coming in. For those of you coming in, I'm talking about the new Sims pack and asking how everybody's day is, how everybody's week is going, and what y'all plan on doing later on today. But anyways, they got like you can use swords and stuff, practice that way. I haven't been able to like explore the whole pack yet, but so far the world is really pretty. Thank you, Jolie. I appreciate the sub. The world is really pretty. And honestly, hi Paris, welcome in. Yeah, thanks for the sub, Jolie. I appreciate that. But like with the Sims pack and stuff, like even the different like outfits and the different jewelry and stuff, it's just, I don't know, it has a lot of good representation and stuff for black people now on there. Now I know a lot of people was kind of like iffy about the pack or whatever, but it's actually, so far, what I've seen has been a good pack. If any of you guys play Sims 4 or whatever, let me know. I've been playing Sims since I was like 6 or 7, something like that, like really young. But Sims is definitely my go-to, and I had stopped playing for a while. I just hadn't been in the mood. Like, you know how, like, you're one of those real Sims player where, like, you'll play for months on end, then you'll take a super crazy long break and then not touch it for a while. So, I think that's why it's, like, really exciting for me, too, since I haven't touched it. What do you guys plan on doing for tonight? Are you guys any video game players in here? Do y'all, like, what do y'all like doing on y'all spare time? Also, too, something I've been getting into is high vibrational music. Because I just feel like I need it right now. And just like, period. Because I feel like some of the songs I was listening to they were good as far as like the sound and what they're saying, but not high vibrational, not positive stuff, you know? I felt like right now, with me trying to work on my health and just work on myself, High vibrational music is really what I needed. Do y'all listen to high vibrational music or have a specific genre of music that y'all interested in? Like, for instance, I just started listening to Cleo, Soul. Hi, Hockey Kid. I just started listening to Cleo Soul. Her music is very high vibrational, very positive, get you in a good mood, get you in a good mindset. Like, what type of music you guys listen to? And also, what y'all plan on doing for the rest of the day or for this week? Country. Okay. I like a few country songs. Well, who's your favorite country artist? I would have to go and look up those people's names. I don't know them by heart because that's not my first. I got a hockey game. Oh, that's cool. It goes with your name, Hockey Kid. Bailey Zimmerman. Okay. Okay, I've never heard of her music before, but I'm sure she got some good music. Hopefully, good luck on your hockey game. Hope you have a good game. Also, too, are y'all night people or morning people? I think, for me, I'm kind of like a more high-strung person. Just starting listening to frequencies and tones. I make producing hip-hop beats in my spirit. Oh, now that's really cool. That is really freaking cool. That's really cool. Do you have a specific person that like makes frequencies and tones that you listen to? And I also think it's cool that you make your own hip-hop beats in your spare time. That is a really cool hobby. How long have you been making beats, Paris? No problem. I'm more of a noon person. I could see noon being as a good time, yeah. Noon is a good time. I think for me, because I'm more of a high-strung person, it really depends, honestly. Sometimes I'll be a morning person, and I'm happy to be up, and then some days I just really don't feel like talking in the morning. I would say noon, though, and sometimes night, because sometimes I'll be tired at night. But noon, I think noon is like right now. I think it's perfect. Also, too, what's your favorite comfort food since 15? Oh, now that's a long time. Since 15 years, browse online for platforms. That's really cool, Paris. Too bad, like, on this type of platform, maybe you should, like, I don't know if you have it on your page or not, but if you add it on your YouTube, I would love to go listen to your beats and stuff that you're working on. Oh, I'm sorry. What's your favorite comfort food? App Store most times. Oh, okay. Maybe you can give me some recommendations that I could look up and add to my playlist. I'm always looking for like new sounds and stuff to listen to, music, all of that. My favorite comfort food, I would say, is Chinese food, or I'm starting to fall off with Chinese food though, honestly. Fried chicken nuggets. And I like chicken nuggets. I haven't had any in a while, but they are a solid go-to. I used to like Chinese food a lot. I don't know if I have a favorite comfort food right now, honestly. I don't know. Food is just different to me now. Oh, well, you know what? I can't say that. It's this new dish I made at home, and it's like shrimp, broccoli. It's like supposed to be like shrimp and broccoli with like rice, but instead it's with pasta, protein noodles or whatever, like spaghetti noodles. You make like a soy sauce. You add ginger, soy sauce, little brown sugar, and there's some other stuff. It's really good. I would say that's my comfort meal. So more in the house, I would say, is my that meal is my comfort meal. What helps y'all relax when you're tired? For me, what helps me relax is what would I say help me relax? I like laying down and listening to water noises. It's on Apple Music, and you can go and look up like water sounds or sounds to help you sleep. That's, I would say, helps me get ready to go to bed. What about y'all? And then while I'm waiting for that, staying consistent when tired. How do you guys stay consistent? I like cooking my own food recipes at home. I think it's healthier. I think it is healthier. I've been enjoying that much more than eating out and stuff. It's just not the same. Just getting a really fluffy blanket. That sounds like a solid plan. I love that. A nice comfy blanket, chilling, relaxing. But Paris, yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think I started cooking more at home in like 2025 when I started like my weight loss journey and stuff. And I definitely agree that eating in the house, it, number one, it tastes better and it is healthier. Especially for your lifespan and stuff. I feel like a lot of these places out here don't really care about what they're cooking and giving out. So I've been actually enjoying new recipes and stuff. Yeah. Oh, that's good, Hockey Kid. You like eating in the house too? The food is much better. Now, when I was a kid, you know, when you're a kid, sometimes, depending on the type of kid too, because some kids can sense this stuff ain't really all that good. But for me, I used to love eating out and stuff, you know, like Chipotle's, different fat. Like, I'm over it. I'm on to eating healthier. Yeah, facts, making healthy choice. Yeah, I've been enjoying it, honestly. And also, I don't know if you feel the same way. The only food I like more is Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is pretty good. Jimmy John's is pretty good. I haven't had them in a while. But they do have solid subs. I stopped. Yeah. What I was about to say? What did you say before that? Make healthy choices. I forgot what I was about to say, but yeah, definitely make healthy choices. And oh, that's what it is. When you eat unhealthy for a long period of time, also, it also feels like it's hard for you to stop eating unhealthy. Like you're craving unhealthy foods. I feel like once I got myself out of the habit of doing that, that's when I really was able to stay consistent with eating good and eating healthy. So what's a small mindset shift y'all been working on? For me has been positivity. It's not usually hard for me to stay positive, but I feel like when I'm overwhelmed with a bunch of things, that makes it harder for me to be positive. And what I've been doing is to avoid that has been like coloring, painting, working on my brand, my clothing line. Even going outside and exercising too. Agreed. Paris Beckford. Yeah. Okay, that's his name. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, but that's what I've been working on is doing creative things. I feel like that's been able to help me push my mindset back into positive things. What do you guys do to shift your mindset in the right direction? Because that's what I do. Also, music too. Music helps me. I'll, listen to my music, some high vibrational music, or whatever music I feel like listening to, and just paint or do stuff like that. It actually feels like a release when I paint. If I'm in a bad mood or something, you're probably stretching the music. Stretching the music sounds very relaxing. Yeah, that sounds very relaxing. But you know what, Hockey Kid? That's really cool that you play hockey because in high school and grade school, I played basketball. No, that's not hockey, but I feel like when you start with sports young, it makes good structure for you. I really enjoy sports. I notice I talk too much. I should let others talk and just listen. Oh, that's a good tip. Cause I can go. I received that. That's up like energy. Thank you, Hockey Kid. I appreciate that. Listen more. Listen more is a very important thing to have because I totally agree with you. My mouth is like a motorboat if I don't stop myself. And at that point, I'm wanting to hear myself talk more than you talk. So I need to pause, zip it, and let you talk. I agree with that. That is a good tip. I've been working on that myself. I can't stop. Yeah, I understand. It'd be hard at first because of an adjustment, especially if you're the type of person, like for me, I'm the type of person that usually leads a conversation, but I want to step back and hear what the other person has to say, and not have it be where I'm the only one talking. I'm running a conversation. You know what I mean? But I totally get what you're saying. Yeah, it is a big adjustment, but it's a necessary adjustment. Let me see. So also too, why I have you guys in here, I know too much, guys. I know, yeah. Once you get going or once you get me going, I'm sure you're the same way. It'd be so hard to stop talking because it don't be that I don't want to hear what the person is saying. I just be having so much to say. Sometimes I'll almost forget what I got to say. So I'm trying to hurry up and get it out. Or I'm so excited to tell you about what I'm talking about. But sometimes you got to close the lips, close that mouth. Yeah. So, but anyways, guys, so I haven't talked about it yet, which I usually do on my live. I hate school, do y'all? Well, I'm out of school. I'm 25. I'm about to be 26. College did this to me. Oh, wow, okay. Now, you know what? I did go to college for some time, but I went to school for, which was video game designing. I figured out I wasn't passionate about. So I stopped going to college and I started pursuing my own business. I think I know everything. Okay, so you know what? I do have my ways too of being a know-it-all. Now I am actively working on it because I don't like when people do it to me. You know, they acting like they know every single thing. You don't know everything. Like I don't know everything. So I totally get what you're saying. Yeah. But yeah, that's really cool that you went to college. And Hockey Kid, I wish you didn't hate school, but I do understand it because I could not stand high school. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand high school. I just really didn't like school at all, honestly. I felt like, why didn't I like school? I wanted to be outside doing stuff, you know? I wanted to hang out with friends, play basketball, and go shopping. That was my thing for in high school and grade school, was always wanting to shop till I dropped. But no, I didn't enjoy school. But what I will say is, if I could go back, I would have applied myself more in school, and I would have listened more. You know, I feel like school is annoying, but it does have some things that you can take into the real world that you should carry yourself with when you moving on in the future. I don't like school. School didn't like me. Yeah, school did not like me. Now, the one I was good at, two subjects. English, I was really good at, and science. Plus, we learned that we don't need to do in real life. Yeah, it is some things, honestly, that you don't need in real life. But it is a few things that you do need. Like, I really wish, like, for instance, I changed high schools, and they was teaching on, like, how to sell and buy stock. That is a good thing that you can take with you through life and make money that way. Excuse me. Or they have home ec. Now, my first high school, they didn't have it, but then in my second one, I think they had it. Where they teach you how to cook, teach you how to have basic life skills, you know? Because some people don't teach their kids that, which is a understanding, more focused on spending time with their kid as they getting older. But that is a skill that you should have. Learning how to cook, learning how to manage bills, learning how to, you know? Now that I wish they would have had a little bit more of, but the selling stock, they had something else in that school too. They had about CPR too, and the Heimlich maneuver. They had a few things in there that was necessary. But I get what you're saying, Hockey Kid, though. It is a lot of stuff in school that I did feel like, well, I don't really need this. You know, I don't need it. But I do get what you're saying. But anyways, guys, so I also want to talk too about my brand, because I mentioned I stopped going to college, and I started my own clothing line. Now the reason I'm not going to start about this, we got in school. Yeah, don't even start on it. Also, it's a few things, since it is Black History Month, and then I'm gonna get back on topic, that they should have in there. I feel like the history is not diverse enough, is what I will say. There's so many different things that's missing. Me and I hate this. Let's just move on, please. Yeah, I agree. It's so many different things that a person should know that is missing. It's still stuff I'm learning that I didn't learn in school. I'm learning on TikTok. So I agree with that also. I agree with that. But anyways, so this is my brand. It's called Wolves and Butterflies. This is like the latest logo that I made. So when I decided to not continue college, I had to figure out what else I was going to do, because my life got changed really early. It got changed when I was about 13, and I got diagnosed with lupus. If you don't know what lupus is, it is an autoimmune disease that can affect all organs and like hair, just everything on the body, hair, skin, everything. And I have SLE, which is basically my immune system fighting itself. So college wasn't for me, you know, the game designing part of it. I thought that that was something that I wanted to do, but it wasn't. So what I did was I said, let me take something that have to make me like change my life, change how I live, change how I do things, and make it into a brand. So that's what I did. You know, I felt like after getting diagnosed, like I didn't really have a purpose. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I think I sat for about a year or two and figured out. I went to YouTube. I just did a whole bunch of research. and I made my brand Wolves and Butterflies, and it has completely changed my life. Like, completely. I really enjoy making logos and having my brand. I also feel like my brand's message isn't just for people who have lupus, but it's also for people who are allies with someone who has lupus, or different people who have family members with lupus, because I can't even tell you how many different families I've came across where they're like, oh, my mom had lupus, or she died, or my sister or my brother, you know? So I've had my brand since 2020, and this logo right here is called Afterlife Duality. I have a t-shirt version of it also. And I really had a lot of fun making this logo. I really did. I made it when I was having, I would say, a slump, you know, like a lower time. You know how you go through one of those seasons where you're down, you know? But instead of me staying down, I used what I learned in therapy, which is emotional painting. So you'll take like a blank canvas, and you don't make it structured. You don't draw lines. You don't have to do all that. You take whatever color you're feeling, you paint. You take whatever crayon, whatever you feel like that can be put on the canvas. And that is what helped me make this logo, which is a wolf, corpse for the head. It has a butterfly wing on it. It has some, this is all what I was feeling at the time. I wonder if I can get a little closer. All what I was feeling at the time with the different colors and stuff. I really enjoyed making this logo, guys. So what Afterlife Duality means for me is turning something dark into something beautiful. And being down doesn't always have to be bad. It could just be your time where you go the hardest and you make the most beautifulest creations, you know? So I really enjoyed making this logo and this hoodie and the t-shirt that I made. And I love, too, building when I'm feeling something. You know, making logos when I'm feeling something. You know what I mean? Opposed to just going and sitting and making a logo, you know? I feel like a lot of brands, why mine stand out is because a lot of brand owners go by whatever the trend is currently for that logo. You know what I mean? They go by that, and they don't really go by actually sitting and making a logo based off of an emotion or something that's relatable. Now, one brand I will say that is really cool that I felt like does do that is, I think it's called Mental Health Hoodie. They have a really freaking cool brand. They do. They go by how they feel. They go by what others are experiencing, what's bothering others, what they need. I love their brand. And they also have a mental health awareness number on the back of the hoodie. Now, ain't that cool? So that is what my brand is for lupus. So, you know, you have a lot of side effects with lupus. That could be fatigue. That could be insomnia. Because, you know, when you have lupus, you also have to take steroids most times, which I'm currently off of now. I'm actually winning off now. But it's just so many different things like flares. Flares could be anything from not being able to get out of bed in the morning. And for those that are coming, I'm talking about lupus, which is an autoimmune disease that I have. And I took my disease and my diagnosis and made a brand out of it, which is my brand I'm currently wearing. But a flare can be anything from not being able to get out of bed, not being able to take a shower, not being able to leave your house for a week. It just really depends. But I wanted to take my brand and not just focus on the negative. I do have a hoodie, though, that says all of the struggles, like headaches. Headaches is a big one. Like I said, fatigue, rashes. It's this thing called a butterfly rash. This is a good example. You see these glasses right here? How they look like a butterfly? When the face on a person that has lupus, it'll be like that, and they call it a butterfly rash. That is also a reason why I named my brand Wolves and Butterflies. So basically, my motto is strong like a wolf, fragile like a butterfly. There's so many lupus warriors that have very fragile moments, but the fact that we're able to get up every day and keep going shows our strength, shows our resilience. So I really love having a brand, honestly. I really love having a brand, and I love what my brand stands for, you know? I also feel like having a condition, at least for me, doesn't mean that that's going to stop me. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean that the stuff that I'm pushing for won't be harder to achieve than an average Joe. But that's what keeps me more motivated. That's what keeps me pushing. That's what keeps me going. You know what I mean? I appreciate all the engagement stuff, guys. I really do. And listening to me, hearing me out. But, what kind of style hoodies and stuff do you guys like? What type of logos do you like? Are you the type of person who likes unique and creative logos? Are you the type of person who goes more to Y2K logos? Or what other logos? Minimalist logos, maximalist logos. Like, what type of hoodies and t-shirts do you guys like? And I would love to have your opinion on my current logo that I have on. Unique and creative. Oh, thanks, Mama. I appreciate that. I was just giving like a backstory on like, you know, how I came across making my brand and stuff, and how it was my purpose that I figured out since going to school and feeling like I just didn't know which way to go. I feel like my brand was my path for me, the light down the tunnel. But I appreciate you for stopping in, Mama. Also, too, guys, I'm going to be, yeah. Man, I was asking, too, what type of hoodies do you like? Do you like minimalist? Do you like, you know, like my brand logos? Well, I know you like my logos, but like, you know, creative, different, you know, Y2K logos. Like, what's your type of go-to hoodies or t-shirts do you go to? Also, too, guys, I plan on dropping a new short soon. I think about tomorrow dropping it, honestly, because I've already got it recorded, and I just gotta do like some little editing and stuff. But I can't wait to drop it. It's gonna be like a cute short. It'll probably be, I don't know, maybe 20 seconds. I would say minimalist hoodies with creative logos. Okay, I like those type of hoodies too. I would say I enjoy stuff like that also. Minimalist hoodies with creative logos. Yeah. Because it is some brands too. I'll see, like even my hoodie right here where it's like something simple on the front and there's nothing else. And then on the back is just something, you know, like, you know, with the wolf on there. I understand what you're saying though. I like stuff like that too. Because sometimes, not always, I think too that's why I'm kind of like doing different stuff in my brand too. I love all my logos, don't get me wrong. But I do feel like I like that I have a variety of them now instead of just big, bold logos for everything that I'm, you know, have on my site. Welcome in for the people that's coming in. Right now I'm talking about my brand, Wolves and Butterflies. This is my newest hoodie. It's called Afterlife Duality. And I was just talking about, you know, different logos and stuff. I would love to know your opinions on my hoodie. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I made this hoodie when I was going through a slump and, you know, feeling down or whatever. And instead of me staying down, I wanted to pick myself back up. And I came up with this. I came up with something creative and something that's dear to me. That came out really, really cool. But yeah, too, like I was saying, I'm bringing out a new short, too, that I'm going to be dropping. I'm thinking about tomorrow. I really am thinking about tomorrow. Either tomorrow or Saturday. And then it's this other short that I'm working on, but I'm having issues with it. It's actually a long YouTube video and a short. Like, I'm having it for two different things. But I'm having a hard time with it because I think maybe because I'm doing it on my phone, but it's hard having the words to explain the video in it and then have the actual video on the side. So it's kind of getting compacted and not really looking too good. So that's why I haven't really posted that one yet. But I think I'm struggling with it because you know how you're working on something and you can be like a perfectionist And then if it's not coming out the way that you want it, you pausing on it, or you getting frustrated and don't want to work while you're frustrated, because it probably won't be the best result. At least for me. I don't know if you ever felt like that, but I feel like I don't have my best work when I'm frustrated with something that I'm working on. Let me see. Also, too, guys, if you're interested in my hoodie, it is on my website at wolvesandbutterflies.com. wolvesandbutterflies.com. Let me show you on my site, too. Also, too, how are you guys that have joined? How is your guys' night going? What do you have planned? Let me see. All good vibes in here, too, by the way. I don't know, I'm just in a good mood. Good mood, good mood. So anyways, this is my site. It's called wolvesandbutterflies.com. This is my newest hoodie. It's called Afterlife Duality, which is what I have on right now. This is literally one of my favorite freaking hoodies that I've made. I really love how hard I went with the logo, and it's just so different and unique. Let me see if I could zoom in. I actually can zoom. Okay. Yeah, so that's the hoodie version. I also have a t-shirt version that is on my site. This is the Afterlife Duality tee. And a lot of people have been really messing with it. It's really one of my favorite creations and stuff. I feel like it came out exactly how I wanted it. And I couldn't have made it any better, I feel like. It really came out really dope. Let me go back to my thing. I appreciate everybody that stopped in today and hung out with me and talked and stuff. Like I said, today is a different day than what I usually get on. Now, I usually get on Wednesday and Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So what happened was, because I had those doctor's appointments and had like some things to do, I hadn't been on. I think I missed like 2 lives. But what I'm going to start doing is, if I miss a live day, go maybe the next day and then return back on my actual days. Because I usually be on here Wednesdays and Sundays. And then because yesterday I missed, I was like, let me come on Thursday. Let me come on Thursday, talk to you guys, be on live. I would love for y'all to check out my brand, Wolves and Butterflies. It is my baby. And I make really cool logos and stuff. Cool hoodies, cool t-shirts. All in support of lupus awareness. Lupus is an autoimmune disease that can affect everything in the body. I personally have SLE, and that's why I make my brand. Excuse me. And instead of like, letting it hold me down or letting me sit in depression, I wanted to do something that was a voice for others with the disease, or just even for people who have family members, or even for people who just want to support. Because a lot of cool individuals that I've met since selling my brand who have, went and didn't even know my brand and still bought from it. Didn't even know what lupus was, didn't have the closest idea, didn't even, know what it is. So, I've really enjoyed having my brand and stuff. And let me see. Oh, I'm about to get off, guys. I appreciate everybody for tapping in, for talking to me. I'll be back Sunday, and then be back to my my regular scheduled times that I usually do next week. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget, strong like a wolf, fragile like a butterfly. I mentioned what my brand is. This is one of my hoodies. This is my latest hoodie, Afterlife Duality. If you would love to check it out, go to my site, which I mentioned. Also, guys, follow me on Instagram. My IG is AJAH_AVIONNE. I also stream on Twitch. That is Wolves and Butterflies. And it's wolves that apostrophe and space butterflies. What else do I use? Yeah, that's pretty much what I use. So stay tuned for more content. I appreciate you guys and stay safe. I'll see you next time.